Hey everybody, it's thehawkinator here. I got a dual purpose video. First off, I got a deck profile for my Gigaplant. It's updated for the 2013 March format. And I also have a regional report because I brought this deck to a regional yesterday in Des Moines, Iowa on April 27th, 2013. And I got 22nd place out of 275 people, so I earned a second Nationals invite for this season. And I just wanted to show the deck and do a little quick, just kind of like a tournament report kind of deal. I'm not going to go in depth into my matches. I'll just say what I played and just kind of talk about the deck in general. And I'll post a link to my official tournament report that I'm going to write up on Pojo. That way, if you want to read more in depth about what's going on or what happened, you can go ahead and read it there. So anyways, let's jump into the deck profile first off. This was Gigavise for March 2013 with 2 Gigaplant, Lone Fire Blossom, Dandelion Spore, Copy Plant, Nicheria Cosmobeat, 3 Nicheria Cliff, 3 Nicheria Cherries, 3 Nicheria Maron, and 2 Debris Dragon. Shoutouts to Ultimate Rare Debris Dragon because it's sexy. Spells was 3 Supervised, 2 Mark of the Rose, 3 Super Solar Nutrient, Foolish Burial, 1 for 1, Mind Control, Pot of Avarice, 1 Day of Peace, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. For the traps, I played 2 Torrential, 2 Call of the Haunted, and 2 Breakthrough Skill. Going to the extra deck then, Formula Synchron, Armory Arm, Allied Justice Cadastre, Iron Chain Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Power Tool Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Blackbird Drago, Crimson Blader, Shooting Star Dragon, Levier the Sea Dragon, My Stroke, Lava Volchain, and Photon Strike Bouncer. A lot of dragons in there. And I'll show off my side deck, which was 2 Maxi, 2 Tragodia, 2 Snowman Eater, 1 Consecrated Light, 1 Soul Taker, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Royal Decree, 1 Malevolent Catastrophe, 2 Threatening Roar, and 2 Imperial Iron Wall. Excuse me for my voice. So, yeah, let's talk about the deck a little bit. For my last deck profile that I did of this deck, a few things changed, with the March ban list, obviously. 2 months into the format, I think I finally stabilized this build. It's probably my best build so far, as you can see from my tournament result. But the Tour Guide Sangan engine is no longer in here because we can't pull Sangan from the deck with Tour Guide. Sangan was the only reason why I was playing Tour Guide, pretty much. But Sangan getting banned, obviously, that hurt the deck a lot because you can't search your Lone Fire anymore. So we had to go a different route. I went with the Cherries just because it's another Nicheria floater. You can throw it back with Maron, which is the draw engine of the deck. With 1 Cliff, you can potentially block 6 attacks with all your floaters, so that's pretty good in a format with like Murmur's OTKing you all the time. Being able to block 6 attacks gives you more targets for Maron to shuffle back into the deck to draw your cards. So that's the reason why Cherries was in there, and it's level 1, so it combos with Super Solar Nutrient. So that's why we play another Super Solar Nutrient for my last deck profile. I played 2, now I play 3. Just because it's really good if you go like Cherries and they attack you, you get 2 more and you have Super Solar in hand, you finally have a play, like a 2-card play that you can loop up with your Gigaplant. It's not like a 3-card play like all my other combos generally are. Debris Dragon is still pretty good in the deck. There are a lot of targets now. You got your Cherries, Copy Plant, Spore, Dandelion, Lone Fire. Really good targets. A lot of times, like you can set your Copy Plant, first turn if you have like nothing in your hand, and then you draw your Super Solar, and you can go like Debris Dragon, Revive Copy Plant, Super Solar into like Dandelion, and then just nuke the field with the Black Rose to get 2 more tokens. It's just really cool plays like that. That's pretty sweet. And then Cosmobeat replaced Amaryllis, however you pronounce that card. I think this does pretty much what Amaryllis does. It provides tribute fodder for Gigaplant if it's in your hand. It's really good first turn. Like if you lose the die roll and you're going second, they may summon a monster instead of back row. Well, to that summon, you can actually special summon your Cosmobeat from your hand and put a monster on board. And then so if you drew your Gigaplant, you automatically have tribute fodder right there, which is pretty cool. I like that play a lot. So that's what, and he's also a level 2 tuner. You need your level 2 tuners in here to go into your level 8s because I play a lot more level 8s now. And level 8 synchros is what I'm talking about, obviously. Since Gigaplant 6, Cosmobeat, Gigaplant, level 8 synchro, and loop it up. You can also get a level 2 by banishing a level 1 with Spore, so you have your cherries that help out there. And that's pretty much it for the monsters. I already talked about the second Super Solar. Nothing really interesting here except for the 1 day apiece. Like I said, Mermals are a really big deck this format. I mean, they won the last 2 YCSs, and they're really prevalent. So 1 day apiece is pretty good because it gives you a turn to set up. You get a draw, you get to live, you can stall out for just a little bit longer, and that's really good against the deck. I don't care if I give them a draw. I just get to live, and then hopefully with that card I draw, I'm able to explode all over their face or something. Mermals are definitely this deck's hardest matchup, so that's just kind of like a main deck counter to help that. Like I said, I don't care about giving them a draw. I just care about living and drawing into one of my combo pieces, since this is a combo deck. Traps, I'm kind of iffy now about breakthrough skill. Like, I was really solid on it going into the regional, but I never used it in the regional. I think I used it maybe like once on a tour guide or something. Like, I never drew it, and then it always got blasted by MST or Heavy Storm whenever it was set, and I never needed to banish it from the graveyard for something. It is there to help out with problematic cards. Like Ophion is the new card that's going to that hurts this deck a lot, but it also hurts like stuff like Sheehan and Fossil Dyna. I had a guy summon Fossil Dyna on me, but I just ran it over. Or actually, no, I torrentialed that play. Yeah, I torrentialed because I had a cliff on the board. Yeah, I remember that now. My bad. But it helps. It still helps out against like Fossil Dyna. Sheehan, the Chariot Beast, really hurts this deck a lot, and this is a good out to that. That was the reasoning behind it, because you can banish it from your graveyard on your turn. You can't really play like Effect Railers in here and Phoenix Chains because it just take up too much deck space. You don't have enough room in there to play them. So 2 breakthrough skills gives you 4 effect negations. Effectively you get 4 negations for 2 cards, which is really good utility. 2 cards giving you 4 effect negation, that's pretty good. Just like space wise. So I think that's pretty much what the main deck. Nothing really else to talk about, I don't think, for the main deck. If I remember something, I'll come back to it. The extra deck, Lava Volt Chain, I did put them in there. I took out Giga Brilliant because, like I said, we're not playing the tour guide anymore. So we have less chances of going into rank 3s. Oh, shit, stupid camera, little thing that goes around your wrist is getting in the way. Anyways, back to Lava Volt Chain. So I never really got to use them all that much. I summoned him once in the entire duel, and that was just like to bait out a bottomless trap hole, but it turned out to not be a bottomless trap hole. It turned out to be an MST. So he got his effect off. I sent the Dandelion to the graveyard and I got some tokens, which is cool. I mean, the play was there when I needed it, but I thought he would have put in a lot more work, to be honest. New addition, Blackblue Drago. Alright, so the deck needs like survivability. When you're going up against Mermals and they can OTK the shit out of you, and just like 1 card, pretty much, like Megalo. They discard 2, get Megalo, and they just go off with all the searching and shit. Blackblue Drago gives this deck some survivability, plus he's a 3000 beat stick, so if there's like an odd, like just something you can attack over normally, 3000 is pretty good for that matter. Excuse me, I got the sniffles a little bit right now. But Blackblue Drago is pretty good in increasing the deck's survivability. You make it with Gigaplant and a level 2 tuner, like Cosmo Beat. And when he's destroyed, you get to summon a Gemini monster from your graveyard, and it gets its effect. So you revive a Gigaplant with effect, and hopefully you can continue to go off next turn if Blackblue Drago dies. He's also really good at getting that extra 200 damage on there, because a lot of times I would end with like a Crimson Blade or a Scrap Dragon after I did my loops, and if I end now with a Blackblue Drago, and I don't need Scrap Dragon or Crimson Blade for OTK, I get an extra 200 damage in there, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of a lame excuse to run him, but he increases the survivability of the deck. If you only can make 1 level 8 synchro and you don't feel like Stardust would be able to cut it, Blackblue Drago is a pretty one to go into. Pretty good one. I also thought about playing Lifestream in here for like the random chain burn matchup, or just burn matchup, or as a lifesaver. Like if I'm like on 100 or 200 life points and I don't want to get freaking Gaga cowboyed for game, I can go into Lifestream and hopefully live a little bit. And he's also a really good card because you banish your equip spells to keep him alive whenever he would be destroyed. So he adds to the survivability of the deck a lot too. Frankly, I didn't want to play him just because I don't want to play like 6 level 8 synchros. Actually, that'd be 5 level 8 synchros. That's like a third of my action deck is level 8 synchros, and I only can make 2 of them in a loop. So I don't know. I took him out. I feel like Blackbird Drago was better. So that's the only thing that changed in the extra deck. Uh, Side deck. Side deck was pretty interesting. I ran 5 one-ofs, which I like never ever do, but it ended up paying off. Um, if I can get rid of the glare a little bit here, maybe it can move. Yeah, that'd be good. Consecrated Light was for the Evil Swarm matchup and like the Dark World matchup. I didn't think Evil Swarms were going to be as prevalent because it was the first day that they were legal, so I only played 1 Consecrated Light, and I opted for the second Snowman Eater because I figured stuff like Dino Rabbit would be a lot more popular. It turned out I was pretty right in that reasoning. I only played 1 Evil Swarm deck and I 2-0'd it, so, and I didn't even draw my Consecrated Light game 2. So that was pretty good thinking on my part. The Snowman Eater, again, is a new addition to my side deck. I was playing Thunder King, or not Thunder King, Cyber Dragons over this, but I figured like Macro Rabbit's a pretty hard matchup with the Lagias and the Dolkas, so Snowman Eater's a good out to that. Well, to Lagia, not really the Dolka, but you get the idea. Maxis and Tragodias, that's, you know, for your spam decks, and the Merlantians, or Mermels, Mono Mermels, or Merlantians, however you want to say it. Self-explanatory. The 3 extra back row hate. The Malcat was amazing. This really wrecks Fire Kings. It's an extra heavy storm against them. So you potentially have like 3 nukes you can throw against them, or 4 nukes. You can throw a Dark Hole, you can throw a Heavy Storm, you can throw a Malcat, or you can throw a Black Rose nuke at them. So all those cards are really good, powerful power plays against that deck. The Clutch Royal Decree actually won me my last duel of the day when I was on the bubble. So good for Royal Decree. That was for also the Chamber. And I was playing 2, but I dropped 1 for the Consecrated Light. Soul Taker was also, you know, I decided it, but I never drew it. MST, self-explanatory. Thunder Kings were for the OTK decks. Shoutouts to Brian in Sioux Falls. He actually gave me this Threatening Roar for free. He sat down and wanted to trade with me, and I told him I really suck at trading. I'm not a very good trader because I hate getting ripped off. And so we looked through each other's binders. I was like, the only thing I need is a Secret Threatening Roar because I had a comment in here. And he's like, here, just take it then if you're sick of getting ripped off. So I owe that guy big time. He just gave me a free Secret Threatening Roar. That's pretty good. And Imperial Iron Walls for the Macro Rabbit and decks that side in like D-Fissure and Macro. Self-explanatory there. I don't think I missed anything in my explanations. If I did, you can feel free to comment below and I will address that accordingly. Also, make sure you go ahead and read the tournament report that I'm going to throw up on Pojo. I'll put a link in the description as well. And thank you, everybody, for wishing me good luck. If you're on Pojo or on YouTube and you knew that I was going to be bringing this deck to a regional and you wish me good luck, you know, it really went a long way. You know, I went 6-2-1 with the deck after 9 rounds. So, oh, yeah, I need to talk about my matchups. There was 275 people. We played 9 rounds of Swiss. I went 6-2-1 with the deck, so 6 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. I played, round 1 I played Hunters, and I won. Round 2 I played Dino Fist, which was like the Dino Rabbit Fire Fist hybrid. I won against that. The guy ended up top 8ing though, which is interesting. Round 3 I played Fire Fist, and they played Evil Storm Thunderbirds in there, which is kind of cool. But I lost to that. He 2-0'd me. He had just back rows for days. Number 4 was Brian from Sioux Falls. I actually won against his Macro Rabbit deck, so it was a fun. Round 5, I think it was Fire Fist. I never really saw much because I just OTK'd in both games, but I think it was Fire Fist, but I won against that. Round 6 was my Mermels, and that gave me a draw. We went into time. I won game 1, he won game 2 in time, so we had a draw. Round 7 was my Evil Storms that I won. Round 8 was my Mermels that I lost. This wasn't just regular Mermels. This was 60-card deck Mermels. The guy literally played a 60-card mono Mermel deck, and he top 4'd with it. It was awesome. 60-card deck, and he top 4'd with it. But I lost to him. Then round 9 was my Fire Fist that I won. So good matchups. Like I said, Mermels are my hardest matchup, so I'm glad I only played 2 of them. As you can see, they were a draw and a loss. And then everything else, like Fire Fist and Dino Rabbit, like I pretty much have a really good matchup against because I like to attack, and I play floaters for days. So that's all I got to say about that. Really long video. Thank you for, you know, sticking through it and watching. Again, thank you all for watching again. Just said that twice in a row. I need to stop doing that. But check out some of my other videos if you're a new viewer. Go ahead and subscribe if you like the shit. You know, like it, whatever you want. And you know, I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.